Today is a joyous day. Children are laughing, women are crying, men are besides themselves. Because today is the day I finally get to one of the, if not the most requested artist to react to. Ladies and gentlemen, that is none other than Lana Del Rey. Now, you may be asking yourself, which album is he going to react to? Is he going to start in the middle? Is he going to start at the end? No. Not only are we starting at the beginning, but we're going all the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the start of the next big pop star series that I'm doing on the Jerry B's channel. And we have to start with Born to Die. Released in 2012, I had just started high school. I know who Lana Del Rey is, right? I've heard some songs here and there. I've heard some songs off of Norman Rockwell, but I don't get the picture, right? It's going to take me some time to get the picture, and what better time than the present, here and now, to start that journey. I know that Lana Del Rey gets categorized into the dream pop category, I guess, but I deliberately have not looked into anything else. So if you have any kind of relevant information that I need to know about my journey going forward, please let me know in the comments below, as well as your thoughts on my thoughts as we continue. But I'm treating tonight as I am a 27-year-old in 2012 listening to new music, and I'm like, oh, who's Lana Del Rey? I don't know who Lana Del Rey is. That's kind of the context in which we're operating under tonight. Born to Die came out when I was 15, and it became my entire personality. She went platinum in my household and on my Tumblr. Yeah, and I knew that like it was like Lana Del Rey and like Arctic Monkeys when AM came out, when it was like the whole I'm not like other girls meme, and you know they had the choker, like that kind of thing. If I can find that meme, I'll post it up here on screen, but if I can't, you're on your own. You had to be there. Yo, AM's a great record. AM is, it actually slaps. I don't care if it was overplayed. I don't give a shit, because a lot of people are like, oh no, everybody thinks that they love rock because of Arctic Monkeys. AM. Well, shut the fuck up. But before we get into it, please do not forget to like this video, as that is the easiest way to support the channel and what I do. But if you are looking to support the channel just a little bit more and reap some benefits out of that, click one of the links below down in my description for my Patreon, where for just $1, you get access to early reactions before they come out on YouTube, unedited, and it's a blast. Everybody seems to like it quite a bit. You're gonna need to wear blue jeans and a white shirt for this. I do got blue jeans on. I usually wear sweats or shorts when I'm doing this, but I like these jeans quite a bit. And also, if you want to be the first to see any of these reactions, the best way to do that is to click the other link down in my description to see us live. But an important note for this series in particular is that I will only be reacting to the standard releases, so I won't be listening to any of the bonus tracks that might be featured on a deluxe version of any of these albums, or any of the music videos that might be associated with it. So I got tons of links down in my description, and one of them is going to be a Google form for you to fill out and recommend one song, because you only get one entry, for me to react to that I may have missed on this journey. So it might be a single that wasn't on an album, it might be a live performance, or really just anything. And at the end of the Lana Del Rey journey, we will host streams where I'm reacting to just those recommendations from you. So make sure you check that out as well. And if you're new to the channel and you came here for Lana Del Rey, I just want to make it very apparent that my reactions and my commentary are inherently biased, as pretty much all reaction commentary is on the internet, but that's besides the point, right? But other times it can be a little bit tougher to point out just where the bias is in any given content that you're engaging with, especially politically. And that's why I like to thank our partners at Ground News. As this channel's first sponsor, I wanted to promote a product that I truly believed in and would actually benefit my audience. And Ground News does just that by combining news sources from around the world in one place so you can compare them for yourself. For every news source, you can see if they have a political bias, how reliable their reporting is, and probably most importantly, who owns them. Their blind spot feature is probably my favorite aspect of Ground News, as it highlights news disproportionately covered by one side of the political spectrum. Now, I don't want you guys to think that I just took this sponsorship just to take it. I have a bit of a dog in this fight, as you may not know, and you probably don't know. I went to journalism school and have a degree in journalism, and I worked in journalism. Curtailing news bias and encouraging media literacy was really at the forefront of a lot of the conversations we had when I worked as a reporter. So I find that ground news is the perfect tool to get you thinking freely about the news coverage that inundates our timelines. Go to check.ground.news/JerryBees to get 40% off the Vantage subscription, which unlocks unlimited article access, ownership data, and factuality ratings. Ladies and gentlemen, this would be a bargain at double the price. And remember that your subscription to Ground News doesn't only help my channel, but it also helps Ground News. It helps Ground News as they make the media landscape more transparent and keep you more well-informed about the world around you. Again, that's check.ground.news/JerryBees to get 40% off the Vantage subscription for Ground News. Now back to the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is Born to Die, Lana Del Rey. There she is in all of her glory. I believe the term I used when we listened to Midnights by Taylor Swift with Snow on the Beach, her beautiful dulcet tones. I think that's a great way to describe her sound, because I'm not completely alien to it. I've heard some songs in the past, but now I gather the context. I gathered the journey, and I hope that you come on this journey with me. Album cover out of 10. This is an iconic album cover. It just is, because I'm not a Lana Del Rey fan, but I know exactly what this is. Maybe it's a testament more to just the popularity of this album. She's got like this red bra on underneath. Slightly see-through, maybe a little bit suggestive. Born to Bees, Bees to Die. Well, we're going to go check all that out, starting with the titular track, Born to Die by Lana Del Rey, 2012, 49 minutes, 32 seconds. Let's dive in. Let's go.
Feet don't fail me now. If I tell you you're mine, it's like I told you, honey. Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes life is not enough and the road gets tough. I don't know why, wanna die. Lost but now I am found. I can see, but once I was blind. I was so confused as a little child. Fun in the meantime. Come and take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. You like your girls insane. So choose your last words. Come and take a walk on the wild side. Let me kiss you hard in the pouring rain. You like your girls insane. So don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes life is not enough and the road gets tough. I don't know why we were born to die.
And then it just stops. Okay, so that was Born to Die, the titular track off of the album of the same name. And it's running true with what little I know about Lana Del Rey so far. It leans very heavily on this atmospheric kind of vibe, which is interesting to me because I don't think you get like... I think Lana Del Rey can be fairly categorized as like a pop star. And atmospheric and pop star aren't always analogous terms. You know, you might lean out to another genre to get something that's a little bit more atmospheric. That's what I've kind of come to understand Lana Del Rey as, and this was really no different. Leans very heavy with the strings, and I think that we can kind of conflate sometimes this idea of pop being like radio friendly or just kind of pop music, because I think there's not a ton of pop that maybe strays too far away from that. But maybe I eat my own words. These are just kind of off the top of the head kind of things to say here. Lyrically, I'm getting this sense of kind of like Carpe Diem, right? Like, we're here. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough. So kiss me out in the rain, dude. What the hell are you waiting for? That kind of thing. Like, right? Like we only live once without saying YOLO. And hey, nowadays, I think we can all appreciate that. I find this quote by Lana very interesting, and I think about it often. When I was very young, I was sort of floored by the fact that my mother and father and everyone I knew was going to die one day, and myself too. I had sort of a philosophical crisis, and I couldn't believe we were mortal. I'm going to be honest with you. This is what you get from this channel. You get transparency. I've been thinking about mortality a lot recently. So this kind of is meeting me at the right time here because I don't know. It's like the older that I get, I'm 27, right? When I turned 27, I got scared because shit, what if I'm a member of the 27th club, right? I'm going to knock on this stupid fake wood desk that I have, right? It took Kurt, it took Jimmy, it took Janice, took the one dude from the Stones whose name I forgot. She has her degree in metaphysics, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do remember that as well. So maybe we'll get some more brainier kind of concepts as we go along. But this is kind of one of those where you might see a deeper meaning within this sense of mortality, whether or not that's a theme that carries on through the rest of the album. We're going to have to find out. But I enjoyed this. This was good. I don't really want to comment on her voice all the time just because her voice goes without saying. Like I've said, I've heard a little bit of Lana Del Rey in the past, not enough to not react to it, which is what I'm doing right now. And it is so unique. But I got to say, and maybe I'm wrong, like I feel like, I'll phrase it as a question. Would we have Lana Del Rey and the success that Lana Del Rey had without maybe Amy Winehouse? Now, I'm no expert on Amy Winehouse. I probably know all of the like essential required reading, right? Rehab, Back to Black, that kind of thing. But it kind of takes you back, not only like that kind of like breathier, raspier kind of delivery. I don't know if we'll get any big band or like callbacks to like the 50s, 60s, 70s kind of a stuff, but that's kind of what I got with the string. So I am excited to continue here. I am excited to continue here. When Lana married that crocodile man. We're going to move on, continuing on.
My old man
off to the races.
Is a bad man, but I can't deny the way he holds my hand and he grabs me. He has me by my heart. Swimming pool, glimmering, darling. White bikini off with my red nail polish. Watch me in the swimming pool, bright blue ripples. You sitting, sipping on your black crystal. Oh, yeah. Light of my life, fire my loins. Be a good baby, do what I want. Off to the races, cases, up Bacardi chasers. Chasing me all over town. Casinos, I'm wasted, facing time again on Rikers Island and I won't get out. Because I'm crazy, baby. I need you to come here and save me. I'm your little scarlet starlet, singing in the garden. Kiss me on my open mouth, ready for you.
Explicit.
He doesn't mind, I have a flat, broke down life. In fact, he says he thinks it's why he might like about me. Admires me, the way I roll like a rolling stone. Likes to watch me in the glass room, bathroom, chateau marmot. Slipping on my red dress, putting on my makeup. My old man is a thief and I'm gonna stay and pray with him till the end. But I trust in the decision of the Lord to watch over us. Take him when he may, if he may. I'm not afraid to say when I die without him. Who else is gonna as you do now, my man? And we're off to the races, places. Ready, set the gate is down and now we're going in. To Las Vegas, chaos, casino oasis.
And a nice, tasty resolve to end it. I'm not ready for this journey. If it's going to be like this. Lots to say on this one. I had no idea that her vocals, like, went that high ever. You know, when she's, like, this part especially.
I'm your little scarlet starlet.
I don't know what that's called, that little device she's using with her voice, like, Starlet, Starlet. I don't know what that's called. If you're like a vocal major, vocal performance major, or professional singer, let me know what she's doing there. But she's singing in this much higher register that I've never heard her singing before. So this is already good to me because this is shit I don't know, which is the point of what I'm doing here, reacting to music, right? It's shit I wouldn't have listened to otherwise, and being a more well-informed, well-rounded enjoyer of music as a result. And I really appreciated all that. And also, like, who produced this? Because there's something in my brain that's like kind of clicking off right now, because it's how they're blending, just like the kick drum beats of regular pop music with the inclusion of these strings. And that was a hefty outro there. In pop music, given 20 seconds to a stringy outro that's a lot of time to be given to it. But it, again, to call back to that first song, Born to Die, it giving this air of atmosphere that I really like. Emily Haney produced the whole album. Well, hey, Emily Haney, I like where your head's at. And, the song is just like, I like a messy bad boy. That's all. that's all it's, and I'm a messy bad girl. That's all. Spotify says Patrick Berger, as far as the producer of the album. The songs get messier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh man, if this is the first album, where the hell do we go? I've heard what is it called? Like Cola or something, where she's like, my tastes like whatever. I've heard that. I couldn't be alive and in high school during that time when this all came out and I didn't hear that song. God, could you imagine, if you're into that and you're going down and you're like, is that Diet Squirt? Yeah, I figured grapefruit would be nice. And yeah, it is. I fucking love Diet Squirt. Although that would have been probably too on the nose there. That probably would have been way too on the nose. Or you'd be really disappointed if it was like Mr. Pibb or something like that. Although I'll tell you, if it's cream soda, it might be she might not be the one for you. I hate cream soda. Cream soda is disgusting. All right. Well, that's a lot of non sequitur right there, right? A lot of people say that she romanticizes dark topics, but I think it's really interesting to have songs from people's perspectives that they're struggling. Yeah. And we'll get into that a little bit more as we continue. I'm sure. I know that there's a great quote from Tom York. It's maybe not, a dark topic, but it's in terms of sad topics. He says that I think we're in a really bad place as a society when we quit making sad music, because we've either pushed that down and repressed it. So it's better to have it as an outlet up at the top. And I have to agree. I have to agree with that. Tom York mentioned with Lana, I'm a cinephile. I write letterbox reviews for every movie I watch, okay?
Oh yeah, faux shiz.
I think the audience are the ones romanticizing them, to be honest. They're out there making the aesthetic their whole ass personalities. I gotta agree. What the artist does with the music speaks for itself. What it means to you is your responsibility. Yeah, we'll keep this going here. We'll keep this going. Blue Jeans. Damn, that's gonna have to make the video now.
Blue jeans, white shirt, walked into the room, you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean, for sure. You're so fresh to death and sick as cancer. I will love you till the end of time. I will wait a million years. Promise you'll remember that you're mine. Baby, can you see through the tears? End of time.
Why she gotta sound like that? Jeez.
Big dreams, gangsta. Said you had to leave to start your life over. I was like, love you till the end of time. You went out every night, and baby, that's alright. I told you that no matter what you did, I'd be by your side. Cause I'm a ride or die, whether you fail or fly. Oh shit, at least you tried. But remember, I will love you till the end of time. I would wait a million years. Promise you'll remember of time.
You know, this is really something that I'm choosing Lana Del Rey as my next pop star series where I'm going through their entire discography. Because I first started that with Taylor Swift, right? And you get this squeaky clean 16-year-old country star. Our song is Slam Screen Doors. Right? Writing songs about Tim McGraw. And here, obviously not a 16-year-old, but we got
Love Me Hard and Please Don't Go to Prison.
That's the dichotomy that we're working with. And I wanted to mention it in the last song because the last song definitely had it. So maybe I should have said this then, but I'm going to say it now. Where we actually have like kind of different movements and she's changing the way that she's vocalizing, whether or not it's the tempo in which she's singing, and she's changing up her delivery. I didn't take her to have so much range, and she's definitely hitting like those quieter notes because outside of doing this, I guess, you know, it's just the kind of... right? Obviously, she does it much better. That's kind of like the picture that I got, and I'm seeing that it's actually much more dynamic here. So we're still kind of following along with the theme of, you know, it's not so much like the bad boy and like, oh, use me like how I use you kind of a deal. This is, you know, you may be locked up, but wait for me, you know? Makes me want you even more, that I can't have you. Kind of a deal. This is what makes us girls versus Teardrops on My Guitar. Two very different teenage girly experiences. Lana was deaf more troubled as a teen. Yeah, well, you know, it there's a way of doing that. If we're taking the comparison with Taylor Swift, for example, right? You could say, and you know, she's shown the home movies, and I think we can trust that Taylor had a pretty decent upbringing, right? Didn't have to struggle for much. Kind of a deal. But in songwriting in general, you can use songwriting as an escape. So you write about the things that you want so that maybe it can come off as very happy when in actuality it's very sad. Or you tie it right back to your own experiences where it's like, no, this is messy. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. She didn't have a good mother. That sucks. I love my mom. I talked to her today. I told her I loved her. Hey, have you told your mom that you loved her today? Because if you don't love your mom, that's unfortunate, but don't tell her that if it's a lie. But if you love your mom, go tell her that you love her. Yeah, we're also talking about 10 years of difference between their debuts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. We are going to move on. We are going to move on here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to move on to video games. This is a big hit. This is a big hit on the album, I think.
Open up a beer and you say get over here and play a video game.
Is the beer open in the car?
I'm in his favorite sundress, watching me get undressed. Take that body downtown, go play a video game. It's you, it's all for you. Everything I do, I tell you all the time. Heaven is a place on earth with you. Tell me all the things you wanna do. I heard that you like the bad girls, honey. Is that true? Singing in the old bars, swinging with the old stars, living for the fame. Kissing in the blue dark, playing, pulling wild dots, video games. He holds me in his big arms, drunk and I am seeing stars. This is all I think of. Only with living if somebody is loving you. And baby, now you do. Ooh, tell me all the things you wanna do. I heard that you like the bad girls, honey. Is that true? You do. Now you do. Now you do. Now you do.
like already I had this idea that she just like can take like anything and make it sound epic. You know, just because her voice sounds so good over these incorporated strings and this slower approach. And I don't know if you necessarily think like epic and slow being the same thing, but it definitely kind of is. It's something that's like bigger than what she's talking about, which if anything, that's what art is all for. It's to take maybe the mundane or just these intimate experiences and turn them into something that's bigger. Now, as far as like, I've been thinking like what is the poetic meaning of video games? So maybe are they like filming something, or is it like she just wants to have fun? It's this lighthearted kind of fun like video games, but it wouldn't be lighthearted because it's all for you kind of a deal. Can anybody add to that? Because I'm quite confused on that line of thinking. She's so great to build an atmosphere with her lyrics and vocals and instrumentals together. The video game she was talking about was World of Warcraft. She said she hated it because he was always playing it. Is that true? I think it's just the simple parts of their relationship. So yeah, that was going to be another thing I'd say. Or is it just like these little moments where they're just playing video games and enjoying each other's time kind of a thing? It kind of threw me off from the beginning. But that's fine. If you're going to throw me off, you don't have to give me everything up front, because sometimes I can say, oh, that's cool. It's short and sweet, yada, yada, yada. You're just giving me up front. I don't have to use my thinky bits. As we all know, I'm a himbo, and once I start using my brain, that's when bad things happen. But I enjoy playing around with it a little bit and get over here and play a video game. I'm in his favorite sundress, watching me get undressed. See, like we go from like video game to getting undressed. So like I'm here trying to pick it apart, but it doesn't take me away from enjoying it as it is. This is definitely, I think so far I'm kind of getting the vibe that this is an album's album. This is an album enjoyer's album. And you can enjoy individual songs as they come, because it's just one big, like, I need 40 minutes of just shit that sounds really nice in my ears. And if you could take all the music away and it would still be perfect if it's just her voice. I think it's kind of like she wants to give him everything and he's distracted by his video games and other frivolous things. That's what I always thought about. Well, playing pool and wild darts and video. So like these other things that are maybe juxtaposed by the next line. He holds me in his big arms, drunk and I'm seeing stars. This is all I can think of. And then he just goes back to playing video games. So this is interesting. I don't know. Maybe with some more time, I know that this is a very treasured song by the fan base. It might hit me a little bit more, but it sounds great on the album. So we will move on to Diet Mountain Dew.
Says
right, so that was Diet Mountain Dew. And just to take you through my thought process of the song, I'm like, okay, like what the hell does Diet Mountain Dew have to do with any of this? And I'm thinking back to the Phil Collins song called Studio, and this will make sense, trust me. I believe if I have my facts correct, and if you happen to be a Phil Collins fan watching a Lana Del Rey reaction, please do let me know if I have this correct. Phil Collins wrote the song Studio. It's one of his biggest solo hits, and he wanted to write it about like a girl, but couldn't figure out a good name for the hook. So he just like said like Studio, right? Studio. And he couldn't come up with one, so he just took it as Studio. It was like a nonsense word, basically, and so he kept it in the song. So I'm thinking, like, is that what Diet Mountain Dew is here? Diet Mountain Dew, baby, New York City. Like, it has a flow. It has this nice tempo to it. So I'm like, is it one of those? But no. I don't think that is the case. I don't think that is the case at all. It's, I want you, but you're bad for me. Like, this ain't gonna work. I really shouldn't be indulging in this. And maybe that's Diet Mountain Dew, right? Like, I really should not be drinking Diet Mountain Dew, but god damn it if it isn't the best tasting cola on the planet. Not Pepsi Cola. We've already talked about that. We've discussed that. This is outside of that. Pay no mind to Pepsi Cola. So here it's Diet Mountain Dew, which I'm thinking, like, maybe that would have worked a little bit better if it was just Mountain Dew, because Diet Mountain Dew is probably just marginally a little bit better for you, but it doesn't work with the line. You know, you needed another 2-syllable word there, and Diet Mountain Dew is already a thing. Did I get that? There's a theme in all of her songs so far, and that she loves him more than he loves her and is ignoring all the red flags, but knows it and will eventually come to an end. Baja Blast clears, though. Yeah, it definitely does. Tastes like a Diet Mountain Dew and date a trashy dude, and you'll get it. Running theme throughout of all of Lana's music is also Americana, and I feel like sodas are a big part of that. No, you are correct. And it kind of goes back to that Amy Winehouse connection that I made earlier. So thank you for saying that, because, you know, maybe some of Amy Winehouse's stuff were a callback to maybe earlier generations of things, sonically speaking, with her voice, and definitely, and Lana fits the bill. Like, I mean, she's like a 1940s, like, lounge pinup singer, for God's sakes. And at least with the aesthetic of the album cover of where she was, and I don't think she really gets to dropping that until much later on. And I'll keep that in mind as we continue here. I mean, just thinking Norman Rockwell, that being a huge celebrated project that she has down the line that I'm only a little familiar with. I've never peeled into the whole album, but Norman Rockwell is like Americana of Americana there. So, okay. All right, I see you. Okay, so moving on. National Anthem.
Money is the anthem of success. So before we go out, what's your address? I'm your national anthem. God, you're so handsome. Take me to the Hamptons, Bugatti Veyron. He loves to romance them, reckless abandon. Later on, he said yes. Tell me I'm your national. Who you bring down, making me so wild now. Everybody knows it, it's a fact. Kiss. I sing the national anthem while I'm standing over your body, hold you like a python, and you can't keep your hands off me or your pants on. See what you done to me, King of Chevron. You said to be cool, but I'm already coolest. I said to get real, don't you know who you're dealing with? Do you think you'll buy me lots of diamonds? Tell me I'm your national. Who you bring down, making me so wild now. It's a love story for the new age, for the 6th page. Want a quick sick rampage, whining and dining, drinking and driving, excess the buying, overdose and dying, and our drugs and our love and our dreams and our rage. Money is the anthem of success, so put on mascara and your party dress. I'm your national anthem, boy, put your hands up, give me a standing ovation. Boy, you have landed, babe, in the land of sweetness and danger, queen of Saigon. Tell me I'm your national. Who you big down, making me so wild now. Of success, money is the anthem. God, you're so handsome. Money is the anthem of success.
What can I say? Money be ruling the nation. It's like, have you ever seen They Live? Money is your God. If you've never seen that movie, that reference isn't going to work, but that's okay. right? Go watch They Live. This one was fun. I do kind of enjoy that chorus. There is something about like having a choir behind you when you're singing your chorus. I don't know what it is. You could call it a cheap trick to just kind of put more power behind it, but I like it, and I thought it was cool here, especially given the theme of the national anthem. And if we're going along with these themes of like, you know, she likes these bad boys, but maybe they don't give her as much time as she wants and or deserves, whether or not they're in jail or playing video games. This is kind of like a call to, yo, like, give me some affirmation here, dude. Give me a standing ovation. Give me a fucking salute. I'm Old Glory. I used to hear that as God, you're so handsome. And I was like, that's very Catholic of you, Lana. Well, there you go. Me right now eating KFC, drinking a Diet Coke, wearing a white shirt, blue jeans, and feeling patriotic as hell. Yeah, like I said, this kind of goes along again with that theme of Americana, which maybe I would have gotten that right now, but no one could guess that because somebody told me the last song that's like a running theme. So now that I have that in my head, I can kind of deal with this. But yeah, this one was fun. Rolling along here. Dark Paradise.
All my friends tell me I should move on. I'm lying in the ocean singing your song. That's how you sang it. Loving you forever can't be wrong. Even though you're not here, won't move on. And your soul is haunting me and telling me that everything is fine, but I wish I was dead. Every time I close my eyes, it's like a dark paradise. No one compares to you. I'm scared that you won't be waiting on the other side. Why I stay strong. Tell 'em when you find true love, it lives on. That's why I stay here. And there's no remedy for memory. Your face is like a melody. It won't leave my head. You compares to you, but there's no you except in my dreams tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I don't wanna wake up from this tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I don't wanna wake up from this tonight. There's no relief. I see you in my sleep, and everybody's rushing me, but I can feel you touching me. There's no my dreams tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I don't wanna wake up from this tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I don't wanna wake up from this tonight.
All right, and that was Dark Paradise. And I'm gonna give it one of these. I know I really haven't been hitting the soundboard for a lot of these songs. If I don't think like it's an absolute fucking banger, you know, I might not hit it. But just like with the Taylor Swift streams and that whole series, it might just take me some time to learn how to listen to a specific artist. And that's something that I've really learned with doing these reactions. And that's something I kind of figured that I think you kind of figure out as you go along just through life, and you get involved with a certain band that you really start to like, or a certain artist that you really start to like, is you figure out how to listen to them and what they're really bringing to the table. And we'll discover that as we go on. But I in this song in particular, and with some of these other songs, this thing I'm getting is this way that they're kind of doing these builds towards the chorus, or like towards the bridge, or towards a specific verse, and even in some cases like towards a specific line, you know. And this one's got that like epic nature kind of to it there as well, and that I think has kind of been a theme overall. I could do an album of just her making noises. Like I don't know, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's her voice, Her voice is amazing. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it through the duration of this series. And, and there's this like, I don't know the right word for it, but like a line like this: I wish I was dead, parentheses, dead like you. And we don't really get too far into the song before we really get what it's going on here. So, you can say like, there's no remedy for memory, which is just great songwriting. That's a really great rhythm to that. And with the rhyming portion of it. And I feel like just these two lines, your soul's haunting me and telling me that everything is fine, but I wish I was dead like you, just hits so much harder than it would have otherwise by any other artist, I feel. Just, she kind of like whispers it, doesn't she? I shouldn't be bopping my head to this shit, but I am. The song is about Aaron Green. They dated when she was 14 and he was 15. She was sadly sent away to boarding school. He later died at 23 in a car accident. She talks about him more on her recent album. Well, yeah, and and that's somebody from your past that you got. That wasn't necessarily your choice. And I now that you're saying that, and digital, I think you brought it up earlier today, the fact that she went to school for like metaphysics. She got sent to boarding school. I actually remember that because I like read her entire Wikipedia page one time, and I remember that and that she went to school for like philosophy or something like that. So maybe I know more about Lana Del Rey than I thought, but this one was really good. I really like the approach to this one quite a bit. She kept away from being open, vulnerable in a specific manner. Her work up into Blue Banisters is much more vague in that way. Damn, I didn't know the story behind it. Well, and that's like the other thing too. And it's why I think I kind of like this. It's not maybe as detailed to where like it's a very specific thing that happened. Obviously it's very specific to her, but as the listener, this is a great song to plug in whatever this means to you. And if you have, a loved one that's passed away, this can be very cathartic. This can be very cathartic and very meaningful. Who the fuck reads a whole ass Wikipedia page entry without listening to their whole discography? Dude, you wouldn't believe the jobs I've had and the time I've had to waste. Let me tell you. Moving on. Radio.
Not even they can stop me now. Dead. No one even knows how hard life was. I don't even think about it now because I finally found you. Sing it to me. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon, like a fucking dream I'm living in. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio. How do you like me now? Pick me up and take me like a vitamin, 'cause my body's sweet like sugar venom, oh yeah. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio. How do you like me now? American dreams came true somehow. I swore I'd chase them till I father said. No one even knows what life was like. Now I'm in LA and it's paradise. I finally found you. Sing it to me. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon. Sweet like cinnamon. Like a fucking dream I'm living in. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio. How do you like me now?
Kick it.
Now my life is
Yeah.
sweet like cinnamon. Like a fucking dream I'm living in. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio. 'Cause my body's sweet like sugar venom, oh yeah. Baby, love me 'cause I'm playing on the radio. How do you like me now?
Very good. Very fun. I enjoyed this quite a bit. I especially enjoy one of the chats here. Forcing the pronunciation of vitamin to rhyme with cinnamon is the bravest choice of the album. And I was going to talk about, not necessarily that, but I really like that comment here. That whole, the whole delivery of the chorus and like the main verse of this, right?
Pick me up and take me like a vitamin.
Sweet like cinnamon. I just like it a lot. And it's very playful. And this is obviously maybe, I don't know if there's been outside of maybe Dark Paradise, like an absolutely downtrodden kind of song. You know, there's like, oh, he's not paying as much attention to me. But because it all, she has this air of like, yeah, that upsets me, but I'm still a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like she's carrying that through the entire time. Like, dude, it's your loss if you're not getting down, if you're not buying what I'm selling, if you're not picking up what I'm laying down, kind of a deal. And I feel like that's kind of her character, her persona that she's kind of delivering with these songs. And here it's very much that same kind of thing, because she's like, I'm on the radio now. I bet you like me when I'm on the radio. You know? Her sarcasm goes crazy. Sugar venom is sweet and poison. So she's saying that even though it's everything she ever wanted, fame also has a lot of negatives, because sugar is sweet as cinnamon isn't at all. Wait. God damn it. That kind of rips. Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. I got to do a better job. Thank you, Lore, for saying that. That's great. I got to do a better job at getting down with some of these connections here. Because you're exactly right. Cinnamon isn't sweet, maybe. Right? It's definitely flavorful. And like sugar venom, it tastes sweet, but it's still going to kill you. Kind of a deal. Say that Lana said herself that she never had a persona, never needed one. I don't know how much I agree, especially with this album, but it's interesting. Well, a persona can still be authentic. It can still be extremely authentic, but when you are an artist or a performer, even me, right? I'm putting on a persona for you guys. I try to be as real as I can keep it. I pride myself on being as real as I can. But, you know, me doing this in front of you all isn't exactly me being in my lonesome. It isn't me driving to the fucking store to pick up chicken salad or anything like that. You got to turn it up to 11 almost. And I like Lana at her 11. And that's what I feel like this is giving me here. And very good songwriting. Like I said, that's actually a really good way of looking at this. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon. It was really there for me to take, and I didn't take it. Dramatized version of herself. I feel like persona and dramatized version of yourself are completely the same thing. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not saying that like I'm saying that like this isn't her lived experience, but it's a persona in the sense that this is the side of her that she's sharing with us. With a bit of sarcasm and comedy to cope. I was going to say that especially in Dark Paradise, that there is this, like, it was almost comedic in a sense, but I was a little too afraid to say that. I'm not afraid anymore because of Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey is deleting fear out of my life. All right. Well, we're going to move on here. Carmen.
Darling doesn't have a problem lying to herself, 'cause her liquor's top shelf. It's alarming, honestly, how charming she can be. Fooling everyone, telling them she's having fun. Famous and dumb at an early age. Lying, I'm lying. The boys, the girls, they all like Carmen. She gives them butterflies, bats her cartoon eyes. She laughs like God, her mind's like a diamond. Carmen, staying up till morning. Only 17, but she walks the streets so mean. It's alarming, truly, how disarming you can be. Boys, the girls, they all like Carmen. She gives them butterflies, bats her cartoon eyes. She laughs like God, her mind's like a diamond. Babies all dressed up with nowhere to go. That's the little story of the girl you know. Relying on the kindness of strangers. Tying cherry knots, smiling, do it.
Je sais que tu m'aimes aussi. Tu as besoin de moi.
I'm going to need translations for this part, folks.
Like lightning, oh, like lightning. Darling, darling, liquor's top shelf.
Well, that's sad. So that was Carmen, and is this kind of the story of, beset by fame at a young age and dealing with the unfortunate circumstances that come with that? Maybe there's a little bit more there in the French that I'm not getting. The song is about a 17-year-old prostitute who struggles with substance issues, and it's really devastating. That was kind of brought home to me, especially with the tie and cherry knots, because there's only real one way for you to mention tie and cherry knots. And we all know, right? Oh, can you tie a cherry knot with your tongue? Shows how good of a kisser you are. Doing party favors. Put your red dress on, your lipstick on, sing your song. Now the camera's on. So I felt like this was maybe more of a exploitative kind of thing that was going on. Yeah, and this, it was just so haunting too. And I don't know, what it is. Maybe once we get across the albums, I can kind of identify the feelings that I'm feeling and why I'm feeling them with, from a holistic view, with the music, with her voice, and what she's singing about. Because you don't even have to get to because I kind of got it around, the cherry knot line, but there's just something so haunting about it. And I think that this kind of adds to the comedic side of things, whether comedic's the right word or not, but it's like, it sounds kind of playful, but you're talking about these terrible fucking things. It's not like, you're hurting my brain, girl. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just keep the Lana train rolling, everybody. Next up, we got $1 Million Man.
You said I was the most exotic flower, holding me tight in our final hour. And I don't know how you get over someone as dangerous, tainted and flawed as you. One for the money, and two for the show. I love you, honey. I'm ready to go. How did you get that way? I don't know. You're screwed up and brilliant, look like $1 million man. So why is my heart broke? One for the money, and two for the show. I love you, honey. I'm ready to go. How did you get that way? I don't know. You're screwed up and brilliant, look like $1 million man. So why is my heart broke? You're screwed up and brilliant, look like $1 million man. So why is my heart broke?
Yes. Correct.
It's good shit, pal.
Correct.
Oh yeah, faux shiz.
This one rocked. I love the chord progression in this one and how her vocals carried over. Oh, the melody was so good. I wasn't even paying attention to the lyrics. This whole album as a whole has just been a great listen. Maybe I haven't been as excitable as even on some albums that I haven't liked as much as this. I think of one, that one Breaking Benjamin album that I reacted to, they had really tasty riffs and it was really kind of groovy and, Ben's voice is insane. So I was really getting into it and there's been less of that, but on the whole, at least because, this channel isn't about okay, this is better than that. I need to tell you what's good and bad. That's not what this channel is about. But I can say that as far as just a listen, I really like this album a lot. But with this song, She was just feeling herself. I was transported. I bumped into my mic and was scared that something touched my face because I was so out of it. I was just somewhere else. I loved this a lot. This was really, really good. Somebody said that this song was supposed to be for James Bond and they went with Sam Smith instead. Bees, did the progression, you understand the double entendre in the chorus? Oh, okay. Why is my heart broke, like broke money-wise and broken $1 Million Man? Broke as in no money. I like that. That's fun songwriting. See, so why is my heart broke? Because she would have said broken, and I just didn't think about it. I think that I'm not saying that her music is more lyrically dense than I gave it credit for. I guess I just wasn't expecting it that way. But there is obviously a ton of shit that I'm not getting this first time. So this is the Training Wheels album, ladies and gentlemen. I'm beginning to learn how to listen to Lana Del Rey. And I'm excited to continue this because if it's more anything like this, this was just really good. This was just like an awesome listen. She's a poet first, singer second, and that's saying something because her voice is incredible. Yeah, no, this might be the walk away, my favorite one. I don't know how much more transformative I can get out of a reaction than just saying that because it was darling to me. You're screwed up and brilliant, like it looked like $1 Million Man, so why is my heart broke? That's fun songwriting, ladies and gentlemen. That's fun. So next up is Summertime Sadness. Obviously, if you've lived under a rock, you have still heard Summertime Sadness. I can't tell you the last time I've listened to this song all the way through. If I have, I probably have at some point. So just to say, I don't know how much of a reaction this is going to be other than a review, but we have to tuck into it. We must tuck into it. This is Summertime Sadness. And I've heard this song, so I can pause it here. I will say people are shit talking the remix. I've definitely heard the remix a bunch of times, and the remix slaps. So I know that it gets played more than this one, but the remix is fantastic.
Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above, all sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire, I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know. I got that summertime sadness. I'm fine, I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore.
Let's go!
Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. Summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness.
You know I said at the beginning that, a lot of people were poo-pooing the remix and that the remix is actually kind of sweet and awesome. At least I think, there's definitely been times where I've been out and about and it's come on. And I'm pretty sure even in my high school years, I probably looked for that remix from time to time because I probably found this and I was like, oh, this isn't as bumpy as the original. But I think I got to agree with you guys that there is something to say about this one. Now that I'm starting to learn how to listen to Lana Del Rey, I can appreciate this one way more in the context of the album. Again, that's why I love listening to albums. Falls under the context, and if it's a good album, you can see and appreciate the soundscape and the atmosphere and what they're trying to do with the project. And this fits right in there. So I think for the longest time, I was like, oh, Lana's not really for me. It's not as, but it just puts you in this little place. And there were times where I was like genuinely like, just kind of like in a trance sometimes. And I feel like that's why a lot of people like Lana. This is, it's, I don't know. I feel like it kind of stops you in a way and just allows you to kind of enjoy where you're at a little bit while listening to somebody maybe not having a great time all the time, which is exactly what this is. Now, somebody somebody pointed out, man, she references the red dress a lot. I'd argue that that's just because red is just such a vibrant color and it creates an emotional response out of people. I believe it's the most vibrant color. So, and there's a lot of imagery there, because it's this whole album is just basically just one big sex pill. But we'll talk about that a little bit more at the end. We used to do a recap before the final song here on the channel, but Ethel Kane told me that that's stupid and you just need to listen to the whole album. So we're not doing recaps anymore. We're going right into the last song, and I'll talk about my thoughts on the record as a whole. This is What Makes Us Girls. Sorry for the peeking.
Remember how we used to party up all night, sneaking out, looking for a taste of real life, drinking in a small town firelight.
Pabst Blue Ribbon on ice.
Sweet 16 and we had arrived, walking down the streets.
Why the hell I hate those guys? This is what makes us girls. We all look for heaven and we put love first. Something that we die for, it's a curse. Don't cry about it, don't cry about it. This is what makes us girls. We don't stick together cause we put love first. Don't cry about it, don't cry about it. It's all gonna happen.
Sweet 16 and we had arrived, baby's table dancing at the local dive, cheering our names in the pink spotlight, drinking cherry schnapps in the velvet night.
Yo, we used to go break in to the hotel, hammer and we'd swim. Don't cry about it, don't cry about it. It's all gonna happen. The prettiest in crowd that you had ever seen. Ribbons in her hair and her eyes gleamed mean. A freshman generation of degenerate beauty queens. Crying cause I know I'm never coming back. This is what makes us girls. We all look for heaven and we put love first. Something that we die for, it's a curse.
Love how they carried us out at the end there. I especially in pop music, you know, sometimes I feel like they don't let us kind of breathe in it a little bit. But there were a lot of those times here where I was able to kind of swim in the instrumentals a little bit. And in this song, you know, I love this delivery here, just real quick.
Pabst Blue Ribbon on ice.
Sweet.
Like, you know, this isn't nothing fancy. We're drinking tonight. Get the PBR. Come over, girl. Where are you at? We're going to break into the hotel and run away without our shirts on, kind of a deal. You know, girls run the world kind of shit, right? You know, it don't matter if he broke your heart. Let's stick together. Then obviously calling back to, you know, she got sent away to boarding school. I got sent away. I was waving from the train platform. So it's drink PBR plus breaking into hotels equals boarding school. Simple maths with Lana Del Rey, ladies and gentlemen. Simple maths right there. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gathering there. Shotgunning beer is girly pop. I'd agree with that. Also, after boarding school, she got sent away again in Spain to live with a host family. Like, damn, her mom did not want to parent her. So what do I think of Lana Del Rey's debut, Born to Die? I liked it. I did like it. You know, I think that I definitely missed a lot of maybe the poetry in there and some of the symbolism, like, you know, the, you know, double entendre with the $1 Million Man. So why is my heart broke? And maybe sweet like cinnamon, sugar, venom, and those things. Those are very kind of smart ways to write a song that I just didn't pick on immediately. But I'm excited to get to know Lana Del Rey a little bit more in this journey. And I don't want to say this next bit as a way of like, because some people might take offense to this. Well, like, I really like it, and then this is how I enjoy this album. You know, like, I can listen to it all the time or kind of a deal. When I say that this album is something that I'd love to just throw on and listen to, not really like maybe like pay attention, like live in every single nook and cranny of it, that's not a bad thing. Like, if I just like throw an album on, I want it to give me 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour and a half worth of like an afternoon. And that's definitely what this is. This is like something I can just kind of throw on in the background and have on and just have a great time listening to it, because this whole album sounds really good. There's no real line delivery I didn't like. There was no build-up that I didn't like. And as far as the build-ups, wasn't really expecting it that much. They're not maybe so in your face about it. They're a little bit more subtle. These songs kind of build and they have their own movements, and the bridges are very defined, which is kind of what bridges are. They're switch up the key a little bit and take us to another part of the song. That's what bridges are. But I've really enjoyed pretty much all of the bridges on this, and just how they were able to kind of segment all of the songs there. And obviously, she's coming at this as a pop star with her debut, arguably a lot older than maybe some other quote unquote pop stars come out with their albums, maybe in their late teens to early 20s, where she's kind of been an adult for a while, and she had a very adult upbringing. So she's got a lot of life experience to bring into this, and that maturity is really felt. And I think, you could say, she's like, maturity. She's writing songs called Diet Mountain Dew. I think it takes a certain level of maturity to find the contrast between maybe the ridiculous or the lighthearted, and couple that with shit that's been a little bit more serious in your life, and use that as a way to transcend hardship and to transcend heartbreak or trauma or anything like that. So I think for as a debut to set the tone for Lana Del Rey, this kind of adds up with everything I've known about Lana Del Rey, but gives me more. And it also leaves me wanting a little bit more as well. And I'm very excited to get into it. Now, you let me know what comes next. I was thinking that I would do Ultraviolence next, because that's the next album. But Paradise is an EP. Now, I don't typically do EPs, but if you want to see me react to Paradise next, you let me know down in the comments, as well as your thoughts on any of my thoughts as we were going through the album. If you liked this video and you want to see more of me and you want me to do more of this, the easiest way to let me know that is by liking this video. It gets it across to more Lana Del Rey fans like you who want to see this kind of stuff. And if you want to make sure that you see me react to more Lana Del Rey, make sure that you subscribe. If you want to see this reaction in full, as well as some of my other reactions and later Lana Del Rey reactions, make sure you click the link to my Patreon, where you can get just that. And if you want to catch us live, make sure you click one of the other links down in the description so you can get this all for yourself, live as it happens. And don't forget to check out our partners at Ground News for 40% off the Vantage subscription. But with that said, I've been Jerry Bees. You've been awesome. Take it easy.
Diggity dog. Breaking, diggity dog.